Hey guys. Welcome back to the channel, Paladin Piper. Nothing fancy today. Just a blend revisit and some shoutouts that have been long overdue. So, the blend we're having today in a dry filter, custom built-esque, probably from the 60s, is Lane HGL on a hot day. Pardon me. So Lane HGL is a classic codger blend from years ago, and HGL just stands for Herman G. Lane. It was his blend, the owner and founder of Lane Tobacco Company. It's basically RLP6 with Latakia, but it's good. It is a blend that I did not enjoy when I first tried it. I thought it was soapy, way too strong, and now I find it to be mild to medium and little to no soap. So, just like I've mentioned in other videos, just goes to show you that tastes change. But anyway, I want to come out here while I had a minute. Mrs. Paladin and our son are at the pool. Giving their husband and father a little quiet time. So anyway, I've been meaning to do shoutouts for, I don't know, a year. And with everything in my life, didn't happen. So now it is. So these are just a few channels that I watch a lot of, and a couple of them are really low sub counts. So maybe if you guys feel inclined to take a look and give them a little love, show them that they're part of the community. That would be awesome. The first is a guy that, I'm trying to think back last time I watched his video, I think he was around 75, 76 subs, and that is 907 Pipe. Tobacco bit. Not to be confused with 907 Piper, which I do miss Jay. I'll have to look down on my subs and see if I've magically been unsubbed to Jay, which I have been magically unsubbed to many people lately again. But 907 Pipe's a cool guy, does most of his videos from his truck. Up in Alaska, got a cowboy hat on and a vest. Good guy. Give him a peek. Next is Senior Churchwarden, which he was a newcomer that I found during the Codger Challenge last year, or I guess this past year, I should say. Now he's Senior Churchwarden with less of a beard. I'll let you guys check him out to see why he has less of a beard. The next is a guy who's been around for a while, and great supporter, friend of mine, I would say. Lives up in an area right outside of Wheeling, where I used to live. A little town called Pittsburgh. Matter of fact, his name used to be the Pittsburgh Piper. And that is St. David's Pipes. Well, I don't know if he's claimed to be this. Dave's a codger. I think he has a rotation of about 4 to 5 blends. But yeah, he's a guy that turned me on to Dutch Masters Whiskey Cavendish, which I do love. Next guy holds a special place in my heart. I had commented on Kane Rod, one of Kane Rod's videos not too long ago, where he was talking about how he's taking down his monetization on his channel, and basically like people just need to support the community. And I agree. I mean, I do this channel for fun, no other reason. Love every one of y'all. Love the interactions, love all of it. It's good. I don't want to make money on this. I don't even care to do that. But one of the coolest things about the YTPC is you meet people that you never thought you'd meet. So, without getting into the nitty-gritty, this person reached out to me via email, I guess maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I truly don't remember what the first email was about, but I noticed his last name was very similar to a last name that I knew and love, because it's my wife's last name. And I'm like, okay, it's not a common last name. So I thought, just out of curiosity, are you any relation? And he's like, probably. And so we've never traced it all the way down the lineage, but I'm pretty sure he's like a long lost cousin. That's what we call him in the family anyway. And he's had some trials as of late. But he makes great videos, is a wonderful editor of videos. Matter of fact, I could learn a few things on my videos from him, because he's got some of these transitions that are really cool. But that is none other than Average John. And yes, this HDL is pretty new. I rebought this. I ordered another ounce with another order of mine, which you all will be seeing the reviews coming soon of that, of what was in that order. Not going to spoil it yet though. But anyway, so next up are two guys that live in the same state that I hope to one day meet, probably next year. Pardon me. I am trying to set up a professional course up there so that I can take that, fulfill that, and then maybe meet these guys. And the first one is Michigan Piper, Doug, which I think his sub count is in the 900s now. And then Adam, a Piper Wondering, and his sub count's in around the 300s, I think. Doug is Doug's a good guy. We banter back and forth a little bit, and of course I torment him with my mystery blends that I send him, but it's all in good fun. So he's got some good Doug Outdoor stuff, and he does some forging. Matter of fact, he made a tamper for me that I didn't bring out today because I just grabbed my little old boy. But anyway, and then Adam at a Piper Wondering is he started Rust Belt Pipes. So if you guys have not heard of him, he is basically kind of a budding new pipe maker, something that I would never ever be able to do. So I was happy to support him in that venture, and I wish him the best. And he's got the codger soul, I can tell. Next up is a man who was a codger before I was even around. And, oh yeah, we got the dogs next door again. I'll tell a story at the end of this if you guys hang on. But anyway, his Double O Pipe. Love that man's stories. I swear he has some of the best stories. Matches 860 type stories. So check him out. Next is Pipe Ninja, aka Cliff Higgins, and he's just a hoot to watch, you guys. if you guys have been with me, I want some land, and honestly, to get away from things like what just barked, or at least if they're barking, they're a mile down the road. But anyway, poor Cliff's trying to grow different things in his garden, and he has a crop duster that's next to him that just blows away stuff like weed killer or whatever, and it kills his crops. But anyway, he's a good guy. I think you should check out Pipe Ninja. The next guy is been around for a little while, and he is really blossoming in some of his editing skills, and I love watching his little short films he's done, and I hope he makes more. Matt, I hope you make more. Is SmokingBuddy Matt. He and Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper, that'll be another shout out for you. Cat Dad Piper and him are pretty close, and they enjoy meeting up and hanging out and doing some things. I don't think they live far from one another. And last but not least is a new guy, is Joe and Tell. So Joe and Tell, we Pipers complain about the YouTube algorithms a lot, that we're getting shadow banned and all this stuff. I don't really complain or care, because like I said, I'm here for the community, and the whole point of me doing this is to get other people to recognize some of these guys so more people can come into the community. But anyway, so randomly I pull up my YouTube one day, and there is Joe and Tell, and it says it was his story about how he got back into pipe smoking. And I think he's an occasional pipe smoker, and he's got a lot of gaming stuff on there, like about Zelda and some stuff like that. So if you guys are into video games and things like that, give him a look as well. But he's got, like I said, smattered through there with some pipe stuff. So I hit him up, gave him a sub. I think he's got, and I'm going to butcher it, I'm sorry, Joe, maybe 100 subs, maybe. But seems like a really nice guy, down to earth. So give him a look as well. And those are the ones off the top of my head that I can think of, that I've just watched a lot recently. Obviously there's other guys, and some of the guys that I've known forever, and I'm really trying to comment on everybody's videos again, trying to make comments to your all's comments on my videos, because my dad, update on my dad, he's stable at the moment, stable as he's gonna be, I guess. So there's no crises at the moment, praise the Lord. But yeah. So, dogs, yes. So yesterday, I know, 13 minutes, you can click off if you want, but that was my shoutouts. But anyway, so yesterday we have dogs on either side of us, and I know you've heard them, because every time I make a video, they let their dogs out. And we have worked really hard on training our dogs not to attack the fence, and they've done fairly well. They could do better too. But yesterday evening, their dog, main dog, comes out barking, and we happened to sit out here, and my wife and I were sitting having a nice conversation. I was enjoying some Velvet. Of course, in her presence, I don't complain about Velvet, and she likes the smell, so we smoke Velvet. But anyway, and I mean, Piper, my oldest dog, starts just going crazy at the fence with this other dog. They're getting to the point where they're trying to dig underneath the fence to get to each other. And so, yesterday, it was so bad that this dog, which I think is a terrier mix, their dog, I guess got her nose underneath the fence there in that one spot, and Piper, went to town on her muzzle, which, okay. But anyway, after the aftermath, we put up, it's not chicken wire, but I guess it's deer wire there, and we just weaved it through the fence. In an attempt to keep both of them at bay. However, we got a complaint. Specifically from that house. That's ugly. Well, we got it in black because Mrs. Paladin wanted to put it in bright orange. But nonetheless, it has been an ongoing saga with the dogs. I mean, it was so bad the other night. I mean, my wife literally had to lift Piper up, like walk her back here. Now Shay's a big guard dog, but Shay's more kind of like, she gets riled up with what Piper's doing. Shay's much more, she wouldn't do anything unless someone came in to our yard. She's not really much of an attack. Piper's got a little bit of chow in her, which I think is kind of driving some of that, but anyway, we're trying. I think the next thing we're going to do is actually put that like construction paper up. You know, the black construction paper that you see at construction sites. I think we're going to weave that through because we just got to stop it. I mean, I don't know how else to stop it. Of course, every time, I think they leave their back door open, which then allows the dogs just to go in and out. And so anytime anybody's out here, me, my wife, dogs, whatever, they just come charging out here. And really it's the one dog that's kind of the more instigator. The other dog kind of barks a little bit and then runs away. But anywho, 17 minutes of a ramble for me. Again, that's long. Appreciate you guys sticking with me. Still hot here in Kentuckiana. Fall ain't here yet. But it will be soon. And then I like it. It's good times. Alright. Give those guys a look. And appreciate you. Love you. And we'll see you very soon on the Paladin Piper channel. Take care, guys.